You're playing into the Jax, Sejuani. It's the safest pick. It's going to give you better engage. And the Sivir, I think, would have been a much better ban than the Draven here, honestly, because it's hard for T1, even with this Jax, Sejuani, to get
there. But let's jump onto the Rift here, ladies and gentlemen, for game number 1 of this best of 5. Ooh, shoutouts to Gumayusi.
Just stacking his passive early there and pushing through as there's level 3.
That's one way to get a cannon, as Faker is going to have to Shifting Sands to get himself the shield. And does mitigate a bit of aggro range very, very well. I thought he was very close to getting in range there. As Zeus going to get stunned up, and Cuzz has a red buff, so Zeus going to have to get out of here.
Yeah, he should be okay, but let's see if Cuzz flashes.
Whoa, he is going to flash in. Looks for Zeus here, and now that red buff is ticking down. Counter-Strike does come in, but another stun comes through, and Bdd will spot out exactly what's going on here. Oner will move up, and Zeus is going to try and get over. Oh, the interrupt was so good out of Oner, but maybe he's going to give up his own life. He's going to have to flash now, as everyone's just piling in underneath this outer turret, and Kiin is just pushing the wave, having a great time.
And it's one of those things where you watch the dominoes, you know that meme where the first domino goes down and it topples a huge domino? I mean, we're going to get into it in a moment. It's not over yet.
All right, Kiin, let's see whether you can lock this one down. There's first blood. Oner now underneath the turret, an explosive charge. Going to be able to grab it. It's all too easy, and Lehends was...
They beautifully play the final parts of this, as this is, of course, the stop here on the jump from Oner. Just beautiful. Doesn't ultimately end up saving the play here, but it definitely looked cool. Has to flash, unfortunately, and still will be the demise of him and Zeus in the follow-up play, but it is cool to show that as Kiin just sets up the body slam here. Too much damage on Tristana even early on in the game. And this Jax pressure point we were talking about.
To each moment, and it all came off the back of mid-control, and Cuzz being able to make sure Zeus was on the run, as Emperor's Divide is going to be thrown down here. Cuzz, as I'm singing his praises,
available. But watch Faker's play here once more. Cuzz secures the Drake and decides actually not to path down to where he has a Nautilus for potential assistance to get out here. Keria is over the bottom prio. A big problem in Faker of it here. I think this is probably the right call.
He's skating in. We're trying to kill him. Okay, there's on the hunt. Gumayusi is going to spell shield. He gets no value from it. Flashes out. There's a flash to follow. As Aiming really wants to pick this one up. Not enough burst fire. And he will get out.
Now, Aiming can't get to this fight still, though, so KT are going to have to win this one decisively.
Yeah, 4v4, Glacial Prison is going to connect as Lehends does get out of there. Keria charms them up, as now Bdd trying to get aggressive. Cuzz dives in, finds 3 with the Magnustorm, but it's still Zeus that grabs one of the kills. Bdd locks one down. Emperor's Divide is going to land as Bdd is going to get out of it. There's the flash, avoids the grand entrance, and this Tristana is an absolute problem. Still, Keria is going to kind of outplay him there a little bit, as the explosive charge ain't quite going to be enough. I still don't know whether he can get out, but he
is 1 kill and 1 reset. And look at T1's positioning here. They have Zeus in a really nice spot. The engage onto Lehends is good. They force his flash. The cast comes through is okay.
Faker, I think, may be dead, as Cuzz is going to turn up as well. Okay. Faker's last auto attack there from Bdd. Important as KT. They find some T1 members in this Herald pit, and let's see what's going to happen. Lehends is going to miss the hook, as there's the Glacial Prison connecting on to Kiin. The eye is going to be secure.
Aiming doesn't have his support bottom side. He's in mid, so the numbers advantage is not really yours. Faker is just going to get caught here by Hex flashing Lehends. Lehends just will make plays everywhere on the map. That's why he picked up MVP, and Faker with no defensive sums.
Take 2, as the Magnustorm is going to be here, so it's 2 versus 1, so very different scenario.
Constantly finding picks, and T1 are just trying to farm. They're just trying to exist, and Cuzz says no. Yeah. And he just walks left here. The Extendo Beam would have slowed him. Caught by the Magnustorm. No outplay available. Nothing you could do as a Sivir here. There's nothing. Crown, I feel like, is not super great here.
Well, we'll see how it does at this particular moment. Emperor's Divide is going to throw Cuzz away. He's going to flash, and now Faker, he's looking for Cuzz. The crash down is going to give him the shield, and now Bdd is dancing after the rest of T1. A beautiful cask, and Kiin is going to deliver the board to Aiming. He's going to collect that one, and they're not even able to trade for the...
It's going to go down here pre-20, top side, very weakened with the amount of control they had top, and Keria here trying to bait Cuzz into an engage as it's not done.
Yeah, we've got a bit of a fight as Bdd finds the buster shot onto Zeus, and he's just going to get out of there.
Let's just say, at this point,
I mean, if they're going for a... Okay, Gumayusi gonna have the spell shield pop. Great Everfrost. Gumayusi is just dead. He's way too close to all the bad guys. I don't even know. Maybe he's now decided... Oh, there he is! We found him! We found Keria. Is Cuzz gonna dive on top of him? The Magnus Storm comes in. He battle dances to try and get himself out as Aiming doesn't skate along enough of the wall.
I mean, unless he's AFK, KT realized, like, okay, he's back there hiding because he wasn't supporting Guma when we picked him mid.
All right, but finally it has actually paid off!
There you go.
As I guess it was Zeus in the end, but I mean, I look full point for free, and everything is generally coming up KT, but we're gonna have a look at this one more time.
So this is the moment where you realize, okay, where is Keria? He's been gone for a while. He's, I mean, unless he's AFK in Fountain and trying to do some tricks, he's trying to hide for a flank. They realize it, pick him off, and then Bdd a little bit too far out here. The rest of the team is rotated over. This KT roster here.
I mean, they're just, their item lead is so massive with their 2-item spikes on both of these AD carries. They're going to start up a fight here as the hook is going to connect. Oner just explodes, and Bdd going to lock down that kill. And now, without a jungler, it's going to become a lot more difficult for T1 to do anything.
So that's
about
the
this
pick.
Baron.
That's the pick they needed. And, you know, you have to be in this area as T1. Zeus will get some bounty gold here and does have teleport. He's going to use it.
Well, teleport is going to come in. Okay, there's the quickness into the backline. Emperor's Divide finds many as Kiin's trying to get out of there. The Baron is going to be secured by Cuzz as Aiming ults, but he's 1 versus 3 is what it feels like. Now he's going to be able to skate his way out, and KT lose no one, get a Baron, and I guess it's totally fine.
Yeah, it's actually going to be fine here. Looked a little bit scary. Just down so far in items that even with this fantastic engagement, Faker and Keria, it's not enough. They're trying to contest vision over here so that they can be in position for that fight when Baron gets started. But ultimately, that's why Oner will be picked off and won't be a part of this one. And then look at how quickly they could do this. 2-item Zeri, 2-item Tristana. Lehends on the flank here, but isn't able to stop Keria from getting into engage range here. Looks for the knock up here. Emperor's Divide is fantastic, but where's the damage here? Zeus can't kill Kiin. Bdd Buster shots him away, and the rest of KT can actually just kite this one out. Target selection here, not the greatest on the side of T1, but they just don't have money.
These stabs and the crash downs from this rally can just kind of do it with impunity. There's now Infernal Soul on the table for KT. They have so much more money. Zeus does have a flank angle, but let's see whether the smite is going to be good. It's a Narnian Glacial Prison, but can they actually win the team fight? There's the Magnus Storm. T1 looking for a battle instead of the Dragon, but they've already lost their jungler and their support. Emperor's Divide connects, but it's only really onto Lehends, who's going to find a stun onto Gumayusi and shuts him down. Aiming, grabbing a bunch of kills, walks away with full health, and I think they can get a Drake if they want to, or they can win the game.
Yeah, they lost interest in the Drake real quickly with how quickly they were able to dispatch of T1 here, and at 24 minutes, they are going to push down this mid inhibitor here. Teleport to mid means they're looking to end here, and even with relatively low death timers here this early in the game, they have so much money. 3-item Zeri here. This is going to make these turrets disappear. You've got a Tristana as well. Unfortunately, she's not here for the push. But, I mean, this is just so much damage.
Yeah, I don't know whether they're going to be able to stop this. Great little stun from Cuzz, as well as Kiin is just belly bopping this Nexus. A few more kills to pad the stats as Aiming grabs himself a double. And T1 have respawned, but their Nexus will not. Game 1 goes to KT in pretty commanding fashion.
Yeah, the early game was just the stuff of Harlem Globetrotters with Lehends just, you know, roaming, making huge impact plays. Cuzz dominating the early game, putting that Jax down. But I think if you're a